I think Zach Taylor has to be feeling that pressure. I think Duke Tobin has to be feeling that pressure too. It's on him too. Like, what have you put out here? What is it? Is it 3 guys? Is it 3 guys that really do everything? I think you got to be worried about Joe Burrow sitting at home going, are we really this bad, and do I really have to save the team to this capacity? Like, if I'm Joe Burrow at home and I'm looking at this team right now, man, and if I'm at least a little bit, I'm not sure what to do or whatever, and I'm as good as I am, and I get beat up and hurt because we don't support me the right way a lot of the times, right? I'm talking as if I'm Joe Burrow here, okay? But, yeah, within that, I got some thoughts in my mind percolating about, I don't know if I should be here with this staff. I don't know if this staff should be here with me, more importantly. Maybe we need an upgrade. And that's what they got to worry about, too. They're being exposed to their quarterback going, damn, I guess I covered every hole in the organization. They've been outplayed in every game this year. They're the worst 2-3 team in football. They're the worst 2-3 team I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that's where they are. They should have lost the first 2 games of the year. We know that. Cleveland outplayed them. Jacksonville messed it up. They should have won, right? So, and then we can't even hear the last few weeks. We can't even manage a game to just even be not like competitive. Forget close. I'm not even saying close. That's out the door. Can we just be competitive to where we look like we deserve to be on the field with the other team for at least a half of football? That's where they're getting at. That's what the league is talking about with Cincinnati. I mean, that's what they're not saying it out loud. They're like, have you seen the Bengals? Holy crap. I mean, that's what's going on right now. So, yeah, they got to be feeling that pressure, Mike.
To your point, and Sundays are a nonstop whirlwind of activity and different things that we're chasing and different storylines we're posting at PFT and different crazy stuff that's happening around the league. But I remembered now that we're having this conversation.
Yeah, somebody texted you during the game, was like, can you believe Cincinnati's this bad without Joe Burrow?
More than that.
Yeah.
More than that.
Right,
more than
okay.
that. I was having a conversation with someone via text about Zach Taylor's job security because we were talking about it in the room. It's just like, how sustainable is this? And my default position is they aren't going to do anything if they owe him a single dollar. They're just not going to. Yeah. They don't do things that way.
Yeah.
But then there's the Joe Burrow factor. And I thought initially, well, Zach Taylor's Joe Burrow's guy, right? So as long as he's got Joe Burrow, Zach Taylor's fine. And I started to poke around a little bit, just raising that simple question. Hey, Zach's Burrow's guy, right? And the response was the soft friction of the wings of crickets. So it's really got me thinking now, did something pop for Joe Burrow? And the way you're explaining it, and it had that flashback to me, it's like you may have like thrown the dart right into the bullseye on this because something caused a pivot from Sunday to Monday. And then Monday to Tuesday, here we are. And they're trying to do something. There's a certain politician where everyone out there who says anything is speaking to an audience of one, right? Nothing else matters, just what that one person thinks. I think the audience of one right now is Joe Burrow.
Maybe.
For anything the Bengals do. Because, and I've alluded to this in the past, and if we ever get to the point where it's relevant, I'll break it all down. His contract was deliberately set up in a way that makes it easy for him to pull a Carson Palmer. And this is the organization on whom Carson Palmer pulled the Carson Palmer and said, yeah. I'm done.
Right.
And he later explained, anytime you prioritize money over winning, you have no chance. So, yeah, they may end up with a Joe Burrow problem. And I don't know that Joe Flacco is going to change that. But the fact that they're trying anything tells us that they finally have the message. It cannot just be complete and total mess while Joe Burrow is out.
Right.
He's not going to play again this year.
No.
If they're not competitive.
Well, yeah.
Why would you come back and play?
Exactly right. The way it looks right now, they're going to be 2-12 by the time he comes back. So, yeah, why would you come back and play? Exactly right. I mean, yeah, they have to salvage something here. They do. They got to look competitive. They got to play some competitive football and show that they're able to manage the game and coach the team here to where, it's not a laughingstock every week. That's why they tried so hard at the end of the game last week because, again, it was the score, of course, looks a little better, 37-24. As we know and we said on Monday, it was nowhere near that. It was nowhere near that. All their points and yards came when Detroit was already mixing in the pina colada for the trip home. They were like, let's get it going, guys. That's basically what happened there. So
they were picking their seats for the flight.
Exactly. They were picking their seats, and they were going, hey, who's mixing the pina colada stuff together? Let's get it going right now. And then they were like, oh, Cincinnati scored. And then they're like, oh, Cincinnati scored again. All right, let's go score and put them away and put them out of their misery. All right, okay, great. Oh, they got one more garbage time touchdown. But nothing looks good right there right now. And then, it doesn't help that Lou Anarumo goes somewhere else, and it's like, oh, wow, he kind of looks good over there. He's got a little talent around him, and, now the Colts are one of the better defenses in football. It's just not been a good start of the season for Cincinnati in any way, shape, or form.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.